Hello and welcome into See You Next Tuesday. I don't have a gal pal. I have a guy pal. Please welcome in Mikey. Hello.
Hi.
I
Thank
was
you for having me.
I was gonna say your full name because I read it a lot this morning on Google, but then I just forgot it, so it just went straight back to Mikey. It's Michael
Reed.
Eric.
Oh, Reed.
Is
Michael
that
Eric
right?
Reed is my full name, yes. But
Nailed it.
Mikey is just fine.
Because we're friends and he's on shows and stuff. So I had to Google him this morning, which was a real trip. Actually, I don't even know if we're friends. I don't know if you would call me a friend or an acquaintance, but
I
we
think we're
know
friends.
each other. We've passed paths before.
Of course we're friends.
Um, I have my notes. One of the things that I always wonder about with Nickelodeon shows is like
hmm
the need to put 17 shirts on y'all, or like it was like the amount of layers. Was there like a lot of that in the, like, you go in and they're like, it's not enough layers?
Well, it's not my clothes. Some of it, is drawn from real life stuff. Like at that time, I was wearing very, very skinny jeans.
Oh.
Like a girl's size, like one
Yeah.
or like three in
Yeah, just
certain,
like a
the tightest pants I could find. So
Hollister.
sometimes wardrobe departments will draw inspiration from that.
Uh-huh.
But the layers, that's a uniquely, I think, Disney Nickelodeon sitcom
Yeah.
thing. I've
I
never seen that in real life.
Your character Sinjin, did I say it right? Is that right?
Yes, you
Great.
did.
Wore a lot of like, because I watched some compilations of you, which it's weird to type in compilation and there's not like girls getting cum all over their face. It was weird to type
Yeah.
your name in and then get that. A lot of
Not the
like
Mikey Reed compilation. Yeah.
a lot of like striped shirts and like floral Hawaiian like shirts over it. It was truly a vibe, I have to say.
Yeah, a lot of like graphic tees, but with like bugs on them, like graphic bugs. Not
Well, because
not
they
like
can't have like actual things on them that people know. So like, let's put this fucking beetle on here. That'll be sick.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, pretty much.
Was it cool being on a Nickelodeon show and like being a teenager? Did you feel like a boss ass bitch, or like what was the vibe?
Oh, yeah, definitely boss ass bitch status for sure. Well, because especially so like growing up, I always watched, I think, Nickelodeon more so. So
Mm-hmm.
it was really cool. I never watched like the DCOM stuff or the like live action. Honestly, I mostly watched cartoons, even on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Um, but it was still cool because like I got like slimed and stuff, and so like that's always just a cool thing because that's your kid, your
Yeah.
childhood not dream necessarily, but like it's something that you think about. Um, like going on like there was a game show called Figure It Out in the
Yeah.
90s,
Yeah.
and they brought that back, and I got to do it as like and that was one of like the coolest things I've ever done.
When did they bring it back?
They brought a number of years ago at this point because it was when I was still on the show, but
Oh, okay.
yeah,
But it was like I watched this as a kid and now I'm on it. So it was like full
exactly.
circle for you.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
really weird and trippy and getting slimed and so being like a teenager doing like a Nickelodeon show, yes, was super cool.
Yeah, because I would imagine, like, because me, I would be eating my Lunchables, just like watching Nickelodeon as like a child. So then to like be on one of the shows would be really cool. Now, there was like Victorious drama that happened. Was that just made up, or was like their actual like Ariana Grande? Was her real name Victoria? Her name's Victoria, right?
Yes.
I she's that I unfortunately didn't watch that show because I was a little like, I think I was too old when your show came out to watch it. Is that even a thing?
Probably. I mean, it was we debuted in 2010.
I couldn't tell you how old I was then because my math
No,
skills are
I can hardly,
absolutely
yeah.
awful. But because I was watching clips of it and I was like, this is fucking hilarious. So I can't imagine why. I must have just been like moving on from my Nickelodeon Disney days. But
Too
because
good for us. Cool.
sorry about it, but I fucking catch me now watching Victorious, laughing at it like an idiot at 27. It was very entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed a lot of it.
Thank you. Yeah.
So back to the drama. Was there drama?
Back to the drama. There was no drama that I was aware of, honestly. I mean, you always
Wanted some
hear.
tea, Mikey.
I know. I wish I could really do the internet a favor here. And you should. I mean, honestly, you should just click this and be like, actor Mikey Reed spills the secrets of. You want to know why there was no finale? Watch this.
Wait,
And
there was no finale of your damn show?
No, not technically.
That seems rude, and you should write Nickelodeon a letter.
A strongly worded, very strongly worded letter.
Like no curse words, but like enough to where they understand that you want to say them. Words. Yeah. Well, that seems rude. Why? Wait. Well, why wasn't there?
So typically shows like that, they'll do 60 episodes or something because that kind of the younger demographic, kids and teens and stuff, will just watch reruns of stuff. So I think it's just a production equation they do where they go, okay, well, that's enough. Like that's the magic number for some reason.
Yeah.
So that's what we got to. We got to 60.
Okay. What was your favorite part about being on the show or working with the cast?
Oh, let's think. So the realization that came with it that I could do this as a career. I mean, that was like a milestone moment. I mean, besides that, like just generally how fun it is to be, 18, 19 and doing like a TV show, obviously all that. But also just I don't know, I guess like life transition that it sparked for me where I was like, oh, like this isn't just something I could be doing for fun as like a teenager. I could make like a career out of this. I could actually like fully, and even still, I feel like it's funny to say, but that came by like season 2 still, like, because season 1, so I was only supposed to be in one episode.
Oh,
for like
sick.
3 lines.
Yeah.
I know, but then they saw me and they were like, wow, he's just so magnificent that they kept bringing me back.
We have to have him.
Story. But that's the gist. No.
Got it. I'm sure.
No, so I went in, I was only supposed to do a couple lines, and at the end of the day, they were just like, hey, what are you doing in like a week and a half? We'll like write you another thing. And I was like, awesome, sure. So even for the first like full season, it still just very much felt as I was doing it like, is this going to keep happening? Like, is this just going to keep? And then it just did.
Yeah.
So yeah, so even that realization of like, oh, I could even still like really do something with this, came even into like season 2, where I was like, okay, so I think I'm on the show now.
I think I've worked my way in here.
I think that's just something I'm doing. When
you were a kid, did you always want to be an actor and do comedy and all that?
Well, here's my actor story.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I wanted to do something. My adult plan, my grown-up plan was I had a different job for like every day. So I was like, so I'm gonna play for the Yankees on like Monday, and then I'm gonna be a veterinarian on Tuesday, and then on Wednesdays I'm gonna run my family's company, and then on Thursdays, I'll be an actor.
My adult plan.
That was my adult plan. Yeah,
That's stunning. Honestly, I like how much you really like went for it as a kid. You're like, I'm gonna be busy as hell.
I'm gonna do all of the different jobs that I want to do. And now as an actor, I don't have to really do any of them, but I get to do them all.
There you go. You really worked it out.
Yeah.
Other than
it took some.
But you put the pieces of the puzzle together. Mm-hmm. Other than Victorious, what's your favorite thing that you've worked on?
Other than Victorious, what is my favorite thing that I worked on? Well, that one definitely ranks high for sure because of like the opportunity it afforded me. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I did a movie recently called Camp Coldbrook, and that was really fun because it was still like a comedic role, but it was a horror, and so I was also like serious, and the comedy didn't stem from a place of like whoa, and what like we're all telling jokes here, but it stemmed from a place of like the character's kind of like a cynic and an asshole, and so like there was just funny moments in like the relatability of being this person in this shitty horror scenario.
Were you the killer? I guess you can't tell me. I should
No.
probably watch it. Oh, okay, great.
Well, it's like a ghost. It's like a ghost
Oh, are you the
story.
ghost? Are you Casper in
No,
this? Ah, dang it.
I'm in most. I get mistaken for him a lot, but not in this one. No, yeah. So we're like a ghost hunting team, like a paranormal like videographer, you
Okay,
know, ghost team, and I'm
got
like
it.
the camera guy.
Love it.
I'm the camera guy to Chad Michael Murray's Ghost Hunter.
Love it.
Mm.
Perfect. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna turn it on later.
Please do, yeah. It was very fun. Yeah, and just a really fun role.
I looked at your IMBD listing. Did you write that bio, by the way?
Um, Partially. I know my mom also had a hand in it, especially your favorite line. I got the Snapchat earlier about being born on a cold winter's day in the Bronx.
Like I've read,
Congratulations, you found the joke.
I have read so many of those, and I read that, and I was like, why is that in here?
It hooks you, doesn't it?
I just wanted to know more about you. I was like, well, I know that he was born on was it a cold winter's day?
I mean, December 30th. It doesn't get any
Okay.
colder or
I
right.
know your birthday, but I forget it. My bad.
That's fine.
But when I was looking at your IMDb, you also worked on Weeds, Modern Family, and Workaholics, all shows I really
Mm-hmm.
like, but I didn't know you then, so I didn't recognize you. Was it cool working
I
on
hardly
those?
recognize myself from those years.
What year was it? A long time ago, or was it recently?
That was a couple years ago. So I mean, Weeds especially I was probably like 15 or so. I was pretty young.
Okay.
And honestly, I didn't know, and I still don't know really anything about that show. So I'm not even sure the context of the role that I played.
You don't
Again, it
do
was
like
kind of
a little research before you go on these
well, I
shows?
understand that there's the general premise of she's selling weed, right? But I don't.
All I need to know is
But
this bitch sells weed.
but like 5 seasons in or whatever. I don't for the 5 lines I had, I think, in that episode. Like I didn't really conduct the most serious research for
Did
that
you
role.
buy
No.
weed in the show? Was that your
No.
role?
One of the characters was doing sort of like a luchador thing.
Okay.
And I was like his wrestling fan,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I was coming for an autograph, but I was kind of pushy. I was a dick about it, and
Mm.
he like tore up my thing, my like autograph.
Well, that is just
I know,
rude.
I
Have
know.
you ever
Well,
had any bad fan experiences? Have they ever asked you to like sign their nipples or something? Actually, wait, you do a kids show. I'm gonna go ahead and reverse that. But have you ever had like weird any weird fan interactions? I want to know.
any weird fan interact? Did I ever sign? I don't think I ever signed body parts.
Do they ask you to like say
And
anything
also
weird?
we do have fans who are not children as well.
Thank God.
Um,
I'm not gonna feel as gross about what I said then.
about signing boobs or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're gross, dude.
it's fine.
Any weird fan experiences? Um, Not that I can think of offhand, I guess. Like I can't think of anything in particular that was like, ugh.
Mm.
Though
Do
I
you
don't
get a
know,
lot of
because
like,
a lot of it is kids and teens and stuff. So it's mostly just like excited kids, and that's a nice that's a nice thing. That's a nice experience, and that's a nice
are
feeling.
are kids watching it still now? Is it like still a thing, Victorious?
I think it might be more of a thing now than it may have been then. I don't know what is going on.
Well,
We're in a
great.
renaissance right now. I know
Yeah.
it's okay, maybe not as much as it was then, but it's on. So it hit Netflix in like October and November, I
Oh,
think.
okay. Yeah.
And so everyone is like rewatching it, and then there's a whole new generation who has just been like turned on to it. And so yeah, there are a lot of people who suddenly give a shit about my tweets, which is exciting.
It is nice to be Twitter famous, I would imagine.
It's nice to tweet my garbage and have people my horny tweets or whatever.
Do you ever get scared like being like from a show like that and then now like being an adult and like being yourself?
No, I mean I did more contemporaneously with the show, I was a little more concerned about it, and I was trying to obviously be a little more, I'm not trying to get fired from the show or something, or and I also feel like I was just generally aware of the, like, Nickelodeon star gone bad. You know what I mean? Like, I also didn't want that on the other side, because that's ridiculous. Yeah. Like, there's both that are kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah. At this point, it's probably been long enough to where it's like, it's fine.
And it's also, right, exactly. It's been long enough. And also, like, that's not what I intend on, doing for the rest of my life, or like, the young entertainment persona or something like that I'm intending on, like, keeping or something like that. So I for a time, for sure, because I was trying to be mindful of having a sudden, like, platform and kids and stuff like that. But now there's I'm not too concerned about it.
No,
because I want to be able to pursue, I want to be able to pursue my own style of comedy and stuff, my own voice, I guess, like, without worrying about like a PG thing necessarily.
Yeah. You changed your name on Twitter and got banned, right? For like a while.
Yes. yes, I did. So I don't know.
How was that?
Well, I changed my name and picture to Joe Biden, and said that I was dead, because there was a period of time where he had been missing. We might be able to watch this podcast back in any given week between now and November, and that still be true, because I don't really hear from him very much. But so and honestly, that wasn't even really like my joke or thing. Like, there was another comedian, this guy Brennan Wardle, who had gotten in trouble for it on Twitter, and it was more just like a funny solidarity thing, just being like, "No, I am dead, Joe Biden," and then got kicked off. But what actually happens when you break the terms of service or whatever, is you get suspended for a week. But I don't know. It was just flagged as suspicious activity, and I just got locked out. They were just like, "No, someone's tried to hack your account, dude. Like, you got to change your password," and then it wouldn't let me. So it's not as cool as like I was saying something on the internet, and but I was, and I got 2 months for it. So
not just a week suspended, 2 months suspended. Did you miss it? Was it hard to not have Twitter?
For sure, yeah, because I'm an addict, absolutely. I'm addicted to the pain and the terror that I witness every time I open that app. So not having it, honestly, it was kind of peaceful, because I didn't feel like I was just constantly being bombarded with like the end of the world, which I feel like you normally are whenever you log on Twitter.
Yeah.
Since I've been back on for like a week, and I'm definitely already just like angrier throughout my day to day. Every day. Yeah, I'm just mad now all the time. But I'm happy that I can horny tweet again, because that
thank God.
That's the trade-off.
Yeah, instead of actually having to text girls, you can just text it out into the Twitterverse and see, what.
Just say something.
You get like a lot of like DMs that are like, "Let's have sex."
I posted a "Let's have sex" DM I got recently. It wasn't a real person though.
Oh no, what was it?
People. It was just like a spam. I'm gonna find it. It was a spam, and hang on a sec.
Okay.
It was like a spam porn profile, and she said, well, she's talking about how horny she is, and how wet, and that I can watch on this very suspicious link that she provided me. But
so
she says that I have hard boobs and very fat pussy for you. So, I'm
not okay.
To answer your question, yes, I'm just swimming in it.
Oh my God, but wait, I don't think I would ever want to describe my body parts as I have hard boobs. I don't think that one wants the bobs to be hard. And two, when looking for good puss, do you want it to be fat? Like, I don't think that I'd
I
be
think
like,
that's
yeah, like you
commonly.
want this fat puss. Like, no. It's so like I don't want to describe it like that.
I think
I'm crying.
colloquially speaking, it's a compliment to have the fattest pussy.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. I thought it was to have the smallest pussy. So I'm really confused. Is it fat?
I
Is it
think you're. I think you're.
small?
I think it should be fat and tight.
So we're not talking like literally fat. Is it like
Juicy?
that's a cool pussy? Like, ah, it's
No.
fat. No, it's not like that. It's like it's fat. Do
It's
you when
yeah.
you're
It's
talking to
it's.
the to your guys, are you like, yeah, I smashed the fat?
I don't
I
think I've ever said that sentence, that string of words before in my life. But I take this as permission to start using that. So,
Oh my
um,
god. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's the weirdest thing that someone said to you in bed? I have things coming out of all holes of my face. I have snot coming out. I'm crying. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to get it together. Here we go.
I have
I'm back.
your fat, wet nose and eyes and
Fat holes are leaking.
your fat hole. Ooh, fuck.
Okay. What's the weirdest thing someone said to you in bed?
There's really it's that's a high bar for me. You're not gonna weird me out with much.
What's
Honestly,
just been something that someone said that you're like,
most of it's
oh,
just
that's different?
so awesome that I'm like I'm about it. I mean, you can really, yeah, you can try just about um you can try throwing about anything my way, and I'll give it a shot. We'll see.
Is that how all guys are, where it's like nothing that we do can be like too much because you're having sex, so that's the goal and that's it?
Well, no. So I don't know if it's all dudes or whatever. It's at least in my experience. If you're like, I don't know, like racist or like some weird, you start calling me like a Jew or something, like it's gonna get really, probably gonna be weird for me. Um, or yeah,
The
like if
things
you,
I'm thinking in my head of like, you're gonna put that Jew cock in me, like that would probably be too much.
wow,
You'd probably be like,
how
you know what?
fucking
I
dare you?
have to leave.
I have to go. That might, though. I don't know.
You'd
I
be like,
think
you know what?
you know what? Take that Duke cock.
Well, I was talking
That's
to
kind of what I think I might respond with. Yeah.
I was talking to this guy and I was like, it like if some girl was like so vile and she was like, like fuck my cunt or like some like crazy shit like that, I was like, would you
That's
stop? And he was like, no, I wouldn't
that's
stop. I'd fuck her cunt.
remotely. Yeah, that's not even like. I thought you were talking about some serious shit here, Katie. I don't know what you're having me on here for.
No, you've told me stories. I'm not going to repeat them because clearly you don't want me to, but I know of things that girls have said that have been entertaining. And then I brought it up
Yeah,
at a party and
they're
helped get you
awesome.
laid again.
That you brought up at the party.
You
What?
were
Oh
I
God.
didn't even know you were talking to some girl. And my drunk ass, I'm just like, there's Mikey, I'm gonna go talk to him. And I like go up to you and cause like Ariana Grande had just come out with a music video and she used somebody from Victorious. And out of my
Okay.
mouth comes out to you and I was like, are you upset that she didn't use you for the video? And you were like, Katie, no. And you were like looking at this girl, like trying to give me the eyes of like, get the fuck away. And then I
Okay.
repeated a story of something that happened with you with a girl. And then apparently you and this girl talked about it. And then it apparently helped get you laid. You told me this. I'm not making this shit up. Did I make it all
Oh,
up?
I mean, it just happens just so frequently that it's so hard. I'm kidding. I do think I know what you're talking about. I mean, go for it. What do you know? What the story was? Do you know what you said?
No, no, it was what you said about like, I don't know, a girl was like, she said something about like calling you daddy and coming all over her or something.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. I don't know. Do a lot of girls call you daddy? Are you the daddy type?
You know,
Sorry. Do you want me to stop?
no, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. That does happen. That does happen. Yeah.
I would think it does. My friend Zach wanted me to ask you if you have a big dick, but I was like, I'm not sure I'm going to ask him that. But here it is.
I think it's a great question. I think it's an excellent question. I applaud you for your journalistic integrity of holding my feet to the fire and speaking truth to power here.
Yeah. Well, see, I figured if I threw it on someone else, it makes it better for me. Like, yeah, I'm still asking it, but it didn't come from me. So therefore, it's fine for me to just repeat it and then let you answer it if you want to.
It's pretty fucking normal. It's
fucking massive.
You know, it's there.
Oh my God. I'm dead. I'm sweating. This is amazing. So you're like mildly uncomfortable with all these questions.
That's what girls actually say to me. They're like, "Oh my God, it's so fucking normal."
This is such an average dick.
Oh, fuck.
Have you been on like any really bad dates?
Have I been on any really bad
like that you're like, oh my God, this is terrible? Or is like something happened that's been shocking? Yeah. Give me something here.
I mean, so I went on one sort of recently, before, you know, all this is sometime in the last, I don't know, when time isn't real. I don't know when it was. There's no time anymore.
It's been 6 years, it feels.
And the whole thing, like we were at a bar and we were having drinks, and I don't know, like the Grammys were on or something. Like there was just something on in the background, and like there was just no conversation. We were just kind of like, like a lot of that, and I was like dying, and I'm like,
don't you like have things to say? Like I
have plenty of things to say.
So then, like, ask her, like, even if it's that bad, you can ask her like her favorite color or like where she likes to buy her shoes.
No, because then there's some people you talk to where you're in the situation and you get that reaction, right? And you go, oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, fuck me. What are we gonna talk about? So what kind of like music do you like? And you get people who go, all kinds. Right?
Yes.
Bad day.
Well, see, I have podcast guests like that too, where I'll ask them stuff and I'll be like, so, like, what type of movies do you like? And they're like, you know, just like any. I'm like, all right, great. This is a great fucking episode. It's like pulling teeth to talk to them. So I understand, I guess.
Yeah.
So you're not going to call her back?
I'm so, yeah.
Is the dating scene in New York different than it is in LA? It's not any different.
You've decided already.
Well, no, I was asked.
Like, what kind of differences are you looking for?
Like, are the girls different? Are the dates the same? Is it like living in Sex in the City and everything's fabulous and everyone's drinking martinis? I don't
know. Yes, it's exactly that. Yes, I don't know which Sex in the City character I am, I guess, but I'm that one. Yeah, you know, it depends. Like, are you asking, I guess, like the volume of like good, interesting dates in LA versus good, interesting dates in New York? And I guess for context, Katie's audience, I also lived in LA for, you know, like 10 years.
Oh,
now in the city, so
yes.
Is there a difference? Well, I mean, yeah, I guess to a point. I feel like it was maybe even easier to meet people in LA, which I feel like is weird.
But aren't there more people in New York?
Yeah, but that's different because that's you're meeting people and saying get the fuck out of my way.
It's like
get out and move. Like you literally there are more of you.
Not let's move it into the bedroom, but move out of my way.
But fucking go.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
See, like, I imagine, like, dating in New York is, like, you're out until, like, 4 a.m. and everything's magical and you're on, like, rooftops eating cheese plates. I don't know.
You can do that in LA, though. It's just, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it depends. It depends on what kind of person you are, too. Because, like, I don't know. I think people go, like, clubbing or something here. And it's really not, it's fun enough. for a certain period of time, I guess. But
Yeah.
like I'm not a wait in line for anything
Mm-hmm.
kind of person.
What's
Um,
your ideal date? Like, you're gonna take a girl on a date. What is it from start to finish?
we talk about me entirely, um,
And
nonstop.
only that.
This is pretty much out my ideal date is I'm on Zoom and I'm sitting here and I'm just being asked questions and I just get to talk and
So you want to be interviewed, basically.
yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I look for. Wait, are you
Oh my
frozen?
god. Am I frozen?
Oh wait, you're coming back. Okay, there you are. No, ideal date. Let's see. Dinner and drinks.
Do
A
you
nice
work
walk.
up? Do you work up to the dinner? Like, do you start with drinks just in case you hate her, and then like you're like, okay, bye, or are you like, I'll get dinner with you first?
Yeah,
I don't ever
drinks,
get invited to
drinks.
dinner ever. It's never a
No, no, no.
thing.
It's drinks. Yeah, I guess maybe dinner and drinks is is I guess more serious now. But no drinks. Oh, I usually yeah drinks. Let's go get drinks or something. Um, museums occasionally. That's a fun one.
That is a
Um,
vibe.
that's a vibe. That's a certain thing.
It's way
Um,
more easy to do it there than here. Well, I mean, I guess there's museums here, but aren't they like everywhere there?
yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot here,
Got it.
and it's just you know condensed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's your type? Like, what do you normally date?
What do I normally? Who do I normally date? Um, well, okay. So how do you mean type? Do you mean like
Like,
brunettes, or
yeah,
do you mean
like
like sporty girls? Like what do you?
both. I don't fucking know. If you could like make your own girl, what would you pick?
You got to stop with the hands as you're just
I will
pinching
use
around.
my hands as I want, sir. Thank you.
That's you know what I agree with that actually. I'm a very handsy talker.
Oh, I'm also
I gesture
new.
a lot.
I'm I'm new to the video thing, so I don't really know if I'm like supposed to be like using my hands or if I'm supposed to sit like this. But then I
I think
forget.
you're right. I think you
So
do whatever you want.
yeah. Well, until I you bitching at me for it. But yeah, like, whatever. Okay, continue.
That's part of the I don't know. What was the
Mikey
question?
charm. I don't know your type. What
Like
type of girl
right,
you
okay.
like?
Type of girl I like.
Just ones that like you back.
Just one that yeah, that's the lowest bar. And it's just like it's just you? No? Okay. Um uh no. What's my I feel like they're all just like, good sounding guy cliches though, like intelligence and, like passion about things
Well, no,
and
that makes
like
sense though. You don't want her to not be able to hold a conversation and only want to sit
yeah.
around and eat
And
bonbons all
and yeah,
day.
you ask what they fucking like and, someone goes, "Well, all kinds." Like I don't know, have like opinions about that. Be like like strong opinions. I don't mind being corrected on like I don't know. I want to just have conversations.
Hmm.
And not that that's not possible with like the broad amount of people.
Yeah.
To like that I have to specify that it's a type or something that's you know very doable. Um, but yeah. I mean, my girlfriends have all been pretty pretty smart, pretty smart girls.
So, would you say like do all of your ex-girlfriends look the same?
No,
No? Cuz there you have the
no,
people who like have exes that pretty much like all look the same.
yes,
So
you
I
do.
was wondering that are you more of like a serial dater or a serious relationship person?
Hmm. Um, I think I'll go for longer stretches, being single and maybe kind of dating around a bit. But then when I'm actually like deciding that I want to like date a person, I try to take it pretty, I'm pretty serious and have decided.
Is it like something that you decide or is it them? Is it like, oh, I'm ready for this, so I'm going to open up to this? Or is it like, she's so great that I literally have to make her my girlfriend now?
That's a great question. I feel like it's a mix of both, as is I feel like the case with like it's not with everybody because I think there are types of people who, go from like serious relationship to serious relationship,
Mhm.
or aren't open to stuff like that. I mean, I think I don't know, because when I'm single, I think that I feel like I'm like relationship minded, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'll stay around and then eventually find someone. But then, um, in relationships, it can also be just, I don't know, tough, I guess, like, knowing if it's a time thing, I guess, like figuring out how long it takes to figure out what you're gonna do, with
Yeah.
like another person for an extended period of time.
Yeah. Do you like want when you start dating a girl, is it like us how we just like want the guy to like really like us and then like us enough and then like date us for long enough and then like marry us? Is it like the same thing with y'all, or is it like different when you start dating a girl?
Well, I guess I can't speak super broadly or general in a generalized sense.
Mhm.
But for me specifically, I I don't know if I necessarily get into any given relationship with the intent of getting married by the end of it, because I'm not sure that marriage is itself a goal. Like, because that makes it almost like final, or like a and now your work is done. You found a wife or something. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
And that like that framing just kind of doesn't sit right with me, I guess. And so I think when I get into relationships, it like, at least it's always very like, well, let's see where this goes.
Mhm.
Do we make a good boyfriend and girlfriend, let alone, you know,
Right. Yeah.
something way down the road?
Mhm.
Um,
Have you ever been in a relationship to where you were like, I can see myself marrying this girl?
no,
No. Do you
I
so
mean,
and you don't
like,
really want to get married though, is the vibe I'm getting.
well, not necessarily. I wouldn't say that's necessarily the case. I'm more, I don't know. I don't think I want kids right now. That's more where I'm at.
Mhm.
A wife, that's not so much, that doesn't phase me so much as you know what I mean? Like,
Do you think
I
it's
could, yeah, I'd get married
do
for
you
sure.
think it's where you are with kids and how old you are, or that you just like
Very
hate
possibly
children?
that, or the world is ending and I don't want to do it. It's like, it's a mix of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm 27 and I'm young, and I have all the freedom in the world,
Mhm.
and I don't want to do it. I'm not interested.
I want to
I'm
and
not
you can't
interested.
make me.
Yeah, in raising a child, it doesn't really excite me. That could be an age thing,
Yeah.
and it could be something with, the right partner or wife or whatever, where I go, you know what? Okay, I actually do think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
But I feel like that'll probably come like kind of one after the other in a way. But I'm in no way. And then also there's the world stuff that kind of comes into play for me personally,
Yeah.
where I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much longer we got. I may as well just enjoy the next like 15 years, and
Wait, why how
stay
is
of
it that
age.
we have
Like,
15 years and it's not all going to end now? What do you think's going to end us all in 15 years?
for like 10 years,
Yeah.
10 to
What's
12.
gonna what's gonna do it?
Climate shit.
Ugh, well, you know more about all this stuff than I do because you seem to be like very
Do
political
I?
and,
I
and
mean,
know the things. I don't know.
I
We'll be
am, but
out
I'm
at
still a fucking
bars and
idiot.
you'll be having like actual conversations that are real, and I'm just like with my drink and I'm like, yeah. I'm like thinking about eating Twizzlers. And I'm like
I think
acting
you can
like
do.
I'm like the Joey of Friends. I'm like acting like I understand what y'all are saying.
That's funny. I
My
mean,
high drunk ass.
you can eat Twizzlers and still, I don't know. I don't want to. I also don't want to make it sound like you need to have some sort of like background in yeah, fucking political science or some bullshit like that to understand your own material conditions and what things. I don't want to. I don't want to gatekeep like politics, or like the teams, being like, oh well,
No, you just it's that
you don't
was me
actually know
being
what you're
like,
talking about.
you're smart and you know things about the world, whereas I'm like literally rewatching Real Housewives of New York and eating push pops. That's all I mean.
I mean, political action takes many different forms, and I really, I'm not going to sit here and knock you for it.
I
So,
mean, I voted. it was a wild experience. I waited in a long line. There was a
In a super
machine.
long line. I know, so
There
weird.
was a machine, and I really got to know this old lady that was next to me, and we were having just like absolutely LOL conversations.
Having a
And
great
then
time. Oh.
the machine was really scary, but I got through it.
I mean, all this to say, I guess, is I don't know what's gonna happen, and I'm also just a terrified idiot, and so I don't know. I have what I think is right, and I'm hoping for the best, and I'm hoping we don't all fucking cook in like 10 years. So,
Yeah, I watched
you know,
some thing of like all the ways the world could end, and one of them was like the layer that like protects us from the sun is gonna like go away, and then we're all like gonna fry like you did at the park.
yes, exactly. That alone was why when I decided that I shouldn't have children is when I got um is when I got my legs grotesquely sunburned
Was it
in the
just
park,
your legs? Did you have on a
almost
sweatshirt?
entirely.
Was it cloudy? Why did
It was just my legs. And what was I wearing? I had a shirt on
you must have had
for a
on a long
while, I guess.
shirt if you're
I mean,
only
I guess
your
you know what?
legs.
I got a little bit of a farmer's. Oh wait, I got a little bit of a farmer's tan thing. Don't wait, maybe it's this arm. Yeah, see, I'm getting a farmer's tan because I got burnt.
At least you got
So mostly it's a
aloe.
farmer's tan for my legs.
Oh my god. Well, hopefully that's not too bad. What's the end goal? Like what it like you it's 10 years from now and you're looking down and the sun didn't make us explode and everything's fine. What's like the dream?
I guess. Well, even still, what relationship wise?
No, just you like all of it. Like just like
I guess
career
okay.
with
So I guess. Oh, and career and stuff. Okay. Well, I mean that's all right. So this is
you're
multifaceted.
like
Okay.
this is let's
All right. Let's really get into it here. Um, 10 years in the I mean, okay, so relationship wise, I mean, I guess, the goal of dating is find someone you're compatible with who you can kind of like rely on and you can share
plow them on the weekends.
plan on the weekend
Yeah.
and just share, yeah, someone with hard boobs, definitely.
I like is that something y'all look for? Is a pair of hard boobs?
I don't think I've ever heard that until a couple. I don't think I've heard that before
Thank God. That's how you know it's a robot. That's how you know.
because it's
Anyway,
trying to sound
continue.
human. It's trying to sound like a horny Twitter user.
Hard
It's
boobs and
honestly
fat
not that far
puss.
off from most of the deviants on this fucking app.
Click link. Okay,
So
anyway,
yes,
back
I'm very
back to your
happy to be back
dreams.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
Back to my dreams. Yeah, so I guess I don't know. I guess relationship wise, that's kind of I guess the goal, but also it could be sort of self-sabotaging getting into something with that in mind because now there's all of a sudden like a pressure and there's like and not a pressure that another person is like imposing on you per se or something like that. But just like I don't know.
It's nice to
Is
like
that fuckboy sounding like?
no, it's nice to be alone and have your own space, and the thought of like living with someone and then like all of that's gone and then like you can't watch your own shows, you can't do whatever you want whenever you want. Like I it doesn't sound
Well,
fuckboyish.
I don't mind the sharing a life thing so much. As long as like yeah, I mean, I think in any healthy thing you should be able to not. I don't know. I mean, to each their own. I guess some people's goal is to like fucking fuse with the other person and just
Yeah.
become kind of like a singular body, and that doesn't really do it for me.
Yeah. I also think though like girls and guys like age things are like different. So I think it's all like we like me as like a 27-year-old, I'm like date me, fall in love with me, and then like let's start whatever together. But you like guys at
Yeah, I'm with you
27,
on. I'm
they
doing this
don't.
podcast at 45, saying the same fuckboy shit. Yeah, I get it. I hear you.
No, but I feel like all like 20 whatever guys like they don't want the same shit that we want. Like it's you're just not there yet. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, girls, mature faster than boys.
Or maybe we're just like needy as fuck and territorial, and we're like, you will be mine.
Or maybe we can't commit.
That as well. That could also
Wow,
be a
we say
thing.
that. I don't know. Everyone's a big bag of fucking neuroses, and
True
so
that.
finding someone else whose neuroses don't worsen yours,
Hmm.
um,
That's
that
the
you
key.
can build
Do
off of.
you,
I think that's
not
probably
to
pretty.
not to interrupt your dreams, but I'm just gonna interrupt your dream really quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do guys do crazy shit that girls do on social media? Like do you go to Twitter likes of girls you like and you'll like see what they're doing, or like do you check pages? Do guys like check comments? Is that a thing?
Um.
Like are you guys also
Okay.
insane?
Comments. Okay. So all right. So here's the thing.
Okay.
Um.
Fill me in.
I think in some regards, sometimes checking likes and shit. I think that's a lot. I don't do that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Though I have, if I'm looking like at a girl's like page or so, like, is that like a boyfriend? Like I'll do like that, but that just seems
Mhm.
like, I don't know. That just seems like normal, like
Yeah,
internet talking.
it's normal.
Um, but no, I don't think I go. I don't think. I don't know. And again, I can't speak for all guys because I think there's some fucking lunatics out there. Um,
Have you ever
who
like
yes,
gone
very much check
through
everything.
have you ever like gone through like a girlfriend's like Instagram DMs or like gone through her phone or anything? No? That's
No, because that would be. I mean, well, I don't know if I should frame it from the point of view of, that would be a deal breaker if it happened to me,
yeah.
which it is.
Yeah.
More than I should frame it just from the point of view of like that's an invasion of privacy, regardless of how I would feel about it.
Yeah.
But that's how I guess that's how I feel about it. Like that would really just.
But I also don't think that you would be the type to cheat on your girlfriend, because I think that girls who are checking phones and shit are like, "Oh, he's probably cheating on me," but I don't take you as that. Like I feel like once you're in a relationship, you're like in the relationship and you don't really like want to date other girls.
Yeah. So here, okay. So I had. So this was. I don't feel, so I'm not the type for, airing dirty laundry or stuff like that. But
Mhm.
I think this is relevant without it sounding like shit talk or something like that. But I had an ex who, her point of view was that, um, because we trust one another,
Mhm.
um, she should be able to kind of just go through my phone as she pleases, because that's what I said. That was my face.
But if she trusts
Because
you, why would she need to go through your phone?
and that's kind of what my point was, is I was like, but here's the thing, is that the trust doesn't come from, I trust that, you're not gonna like see something in there that you're not gonna like. The
Mhm.
trust is knowing that it's not there, and
Right.
just don't go through my shit.
Yeah.
um so I mean, so I don't know, I think people view that differently, so it's interesting, I don't know, just hearing, I guess, where people put stuff.
Yeah.
Um, because to me, that's very like, and I'm not I'm not, I don't like hide my phone password or something. Like, you have my phone. What the fuck do I care? Again, not hiding anything, but
Right.
I'm doing that because I trust you, trust me, and are not going to go through my shit.
Yeah. Whereas like
Um,
there was an instance with like my ex where like I was like, I have asked him many times what's going on and I feel like he's cheating on me. And then I looked through his phone and found like a video of him fucking another girl. So I was like, oh, all right,
oh,
well, I was right.
well,
So
in this instance,
I'm gonna
yeah,
have to go.
right,
Which I
right.
think then makes me think that it's gonna happen again. So then I'm always like, oh my God, like, so I think that's, but I think girls are just a little bit like, not to say that we're like crazier, but I think that we're more like, because like all of my girlfriends do the same shit, like the same crazy detective shit with like, start dating a guy and we just have like a formula of like things that we go through to check your socials out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was seeing if
I,
y'all
I,
had a
I do think
similar.
that's not a specifically like a woman thing necessarily, because
Mm,
like, I mean, I don't know, who the fuck doesn't like, especially if you get like, I don't know, like a Bumble match or something, or like,
yeah.
the way people meet now, people meet on Twitter or Instagram, or like,
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna, or even you meet someone in person and you're I know, unheard of, but you meet someone and you get their name, yeah, I'm gonna fucking look at their Instagram, make
Yeah.
sure they're not a psycho, like.
Yeah, let me make sure she's a real human. So you're,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, like,
you're on dating apps, right?
yeah.
Do you like them?
No, I mean, yeah, I have a friend, a girl friend of mine who Very, very pretty girl. Does very well on, I mean, is in a relationship now, but, does very well on apps and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
who described it in just she said it's like collecting Pokemon cards. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Like, people just sort of go and, like affirmation and affirmation and and then some people do. I met someone on Tinder many years back, it was 2017, or like 18 almost, like, who, great person, great, great girl. Didn't go anywhere. You met her, as a matter of fact.
The blonde one?
No.
Oh.
She's a redhead, as a matter of fact.
I don't remember that.
That's fine. So, I mean, it's certainly possible, but at the same time, I also feel like I don't know. People generally, like, shit fizzles out. I mean, I could also just be bad at dating apps. I have no fucking clue.
I have I always ask Friends or Seinfeld. That's the thing I always open with, because
Seinfeld, because
and that's all I ever fucking get, and I'm Friends, so I'm always wildly disappointed. And I'm also wildly offended when I like swipe like yes, and it's not automatically.
It's not an instant match.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Absolutely just devastated and offended.
You were in town and I was swiping and I got you.
Awesome.
I'm sorry I didn't swipe.
Fucking wow, nice.
Pretty sure I took a screenshot of it and sent it to your sister.
That's great.
It's appropriate.
I got a text. It was just it's fucking so stupid. I got a text recently from, so this was a girl who another girl you met too, as a matter of fact. We're fucking friends, Katie. I don't know why you had that whole qualifier at the beginning about.
Because I wasn't sure if you would actually, if like, you'd be like, yeah, like she's I don't know.
Okay, well, either way, yeah, how many years?
I've been around for years.
my whole dating life, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess you actually might have been on one of these dates with me, like.
So wait, would you say that most of the time that you ask a girl out, it's with you and all your goddamn friends?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say that's why it's not going well for you.
No. And I hear that. I got it. No.
Okay.
No, that comes later. Comes later, for sure. That's a couple dates. That's, and it's still something kind of casual too, because it's still something that's like, I don't know, we're going out for drinks, meet a couple friends, you want to come?
No. Please know that girls meeting your friends,
take that as
we're like, oh my god. We like go home the next day and like, oh my god, I met his friend, so like he really likes me. That's what happens.
Got it.
That ain't a casual thing. But I get that it's easier.
But you right, and honest, and I mean, I don't do that until a couple dates in, because also I don't, I mean, particularly want to bring, a drag around, like, I don't want to.
This is my crew.
Fun or something, like, yeah, like I want to, I don't know. Anyway, I forget what I completely fucking blanked on why I was going to tell this story.
Half of this podcast, I've literally forgotten everything we're talking about mid-story, and I'm like, fuck.
So I got a text recently from, I remember now, from a girl who, there was some complicated history. She lived somewhere else at the time when we met, but we were like dated over like a summer, and like things could have gone somewhere, but then like life and like things, blah, 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 blah.
Got it.
Anyway, she texted me a fucking screenshot of my fucking Bumble, and I was like, God damn it. Yeah, that's me. That's my stupid face. Just the worst. And it's not like there's anything super like embarrassing or something on it. It's just fucking, my dumb face and, whatever bullshit you put in the bio or whatever. But still.
What's your bio say?
Like,
Does your bio say like Sinjin from Sinjin or some bullshit like that?
God damn it. Yeah, and I'm sitting here going, I just don't understand these apps. I don't know why. No. So I don't know. It's, man. Yeah.
How do you feel?
The apps are fine, and I've met a decent number of like cool people.
Yeah.
But then they also just feel like, I don't know, they feel like, I don't know. And with everything going on right now, like I'm also just like, I don't know what the point of me sitting
Right.
inside, you
Yeah.
know, swiping on the toilet is doing me. Like, I don't know what, I
Do
don't
you
know what
look
good.
at the picture in the bio? Do you ever like go past the photo, or is it just the photo and then
Just
swipe?
first photo, just a thousand swipes.
I've heard that. I have had guys tell me that they literally don't even look and they just swipe.
I honestly, I can't knock that strategy, I guess, because what a numbers game, I guess it is. But I tend to look, because
Yeah.
I'm like, well, at least if we're gonna have a conversation that fizzles out after, an hour,
I should know something.
I should know something. I should know something about you.
How do you feel
No, I
about
don't know. Like I
nudes?
said, there's some really cool, people that I've met that,
Yeah. Straight
just for
into
other
the
reasons didn't work out.
straight into the nude topic. How do you feel about
Into the nudes.
nudes? Let me ask you.
I I like them. I love them, and I gotta have them.
um, if you get a nude from a girl and
Yeah.
you can tell it's not from that day, does that bother
Okay.
you? Like if it's like an archived nude?
That's a great question. I got I have two nude stories for you.
Okay.
One, I got one from someone who I was talking to, where there was just no longer like a tattoo there, and I'm like, well, this is certainly old. Where's the tattoo?
You're like,
I know
what the
you have
fuck?
it. Where is it? Right. So you.
Did you say anything? Oh God, you
Yeah.
did, didn't you?
No, nothing bad. Nothing bad. No, nothing bad. I was like, oh, was this before you got the? When did you get that? I was fucking cool about it because at the end of the day, I was still like, go.
At the end of the day, I'm still looking at tits, so it's
So
fine.
and I know it is. If there's like discrepancies with like an internet person, you're worried about like getting catfished or something. Like there's a little more cause
Right.
for concern, I guess.
Yeah.
Archive. I prefer the one for me.
But you'll take what you can get.
I don't think it bothers me hugely, but it is something that I do clock, and I'm like, okay. I mean,
Do you like? What's the first thing that goes through your
same
mind?
fucking same person. Okay, well, these are taken in two different bathrooms. So like.
Oh my God. Do you send dick pics?
No, there's a level of there's a certain level before that happens.
Like, well, like my rule is like you don't get nudes before you enter me. You have to have entered me before you get nudes. That's my thing.
That's fair. Sure.
Yeah. Is that what you're saying, or like you'll only show it in
I
your
am saying that
underwear?
until you have penetrated me, I will not be sending you.
Until you've pegged me, you're not getting a dick pic. Gotta fucking show me your worth.
Okay, that's at least like third base. Like there's a progression to this stuff. You have
I feel
to.
like that's like a year in. How do you just straight go into like peg me, sweetie?
I don't know how people. That's honestly that's not my thing. To each their own. But no. So I mean, there is a certain level of like seriousness and trust involved there, and I get it.
Yeah.
I get it's also, I guess, like a double standard and stuff. So I do my best to be like as but it also makes me fucking nervous. But also, if it makes you nervous and you don't want to, send something, then I totally get that because I'm fucking in the same boat where I'm like, I don't know about sending,
Does it make you
my
nervous to
balls
send
through
like
the internet, like?
Does it make you nervous to send like a full-on dick pic because you're afraid they're gonna like put it out there and be like, "This is Sinjin's dick"?
I mean, I don't think. Here's the thing: is you have to know someone well enough to send it
To
first,
send it,
so that
right.
you know that wouldn't happen. So
Right.
like, I don't think I'd find myself quite in that position.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's the like predominant thing that is at like the forefront of my head, regarding dick pics.
Your
But it's
head,
certainly
huh?
like it is something I guess you got to think about is like
Yeah.
being vaguely publicly known. You might not want your penis out there.
Yeah, no. I literally
But
just copped to being like, yeah, I've taken like a nude photo, because I was afraid like if I say it on my podcast, somebody's gonna like hack into my phone and somehow like get them or something. But then like if they do, like I look fucking good. So
yeah, try and hack this dick.
sorry, Dad, but like that would be my only thing is like I don't want my like fucking parents to ever like see that shit. Like that's where it's like, ooh,
I think I feel like the like what is the crisis PR that you have to do if your shit gets leaked? I mean, huge invasion of privacy and all that, but maybe you just got to lean into it and just be like, yeah, fucking hot. Like what else?
I think that's what I would. That's
you
the
just gotta
tactic that I would
go.
use.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it.
That's
Yeah.
my dick.
Yeah. That's it. Would you rather? This is rough. Are you ready?
Yes. I also have a second nude story that I think you
Oh,
might be interested
okay.
in.
But let me just give you this. Would you rather?
Sure.
Would you rather accidentally send a nude to one of your parents or receive one from one of your parents?
Send one.
Yeah. Props.
Send one. Sorry.
Okay. Second nude story. Go.
So I have this friend who will remain nameless, but
yes,
who
always.
So the boys' Snapchat can get gross, right?
Okay.
The boy Snapchat thread. So just gross things. Not like gross like hard boobs, fat pussies, not shit like that, but just like actual just gross like he was talking about like pooping. He was talking about how he stunk, right?
Yeah.
And how he needs to shower. And
okay.
I sent back the Snapchat where I'm like, dude, this is one, disgusting, and two, like, are you telling me that like it stinks just so bad that you can just like smell yourself walking through your ass, you can just smell it just walking through the house? And I sent this to a girl by accident, who had just sent me a butt picture.
Well,
and I was like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. You don't understand. My friend, he's disgusting. I don't know why he sent me this. You have to understand, please.
What'd she say? She responded with an ass
pic?
pic? Look at how clean mine is.
No. She was just like, LMAO, I've never had that problem before, fortunately. And I was like very, very grateful. It's like, that's a very gracious way to reply to
it is
this nightmare that I accidentally sent you.
Have you nasty? You ever like texted the wrong person on accident and it's been like really bad? Other than that, like something worse than that?
God, text. I mean, that's happened to me a couple times through my life. I just feel like I can't remember the specifics.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're trying to like complain about something someone did and you accidentally text them it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or
I've taken a screenshot of somebody's text and then sent it to them. Oh God.
Oh,
death.
My heart.
And you get that hot flash through your body and you're like, oh my God,
you're
I have to
put
come
it on
up
airplane mode quick enough.
I'm like trying to come up with a reason as to why I would send you the screenshot. Like, is my internet working? Did you get that photo? Trying to come up with anything. And then one time I had sent a sexy pic and I was trying to warn the person. So I wanted to text them, not safe for work, but I sent it to my sister. So at least I didn't send her the nude, but I did send her not safe for work. And then I immediately was like, if you could just not
worry about that.
Don't worry about it. It's not a thing.
So fucking funny.
I just got a big like, Katie, That's what I got.
I've never sent nudes to my family
No,
before,
thank God.
or my sister, who you're also friends with.
Oh my God, I love your sister so much.
Speaking
She's
of
the
our
best.
friendship.
Yeah, Ashley's been on the podcast many times. She's great. We love Bravo and Disney. It's incredible. We have a great time together. I probably like her more than you. Sorry.
I mean,
But you brought me to her, so I guess I have to be thankful for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just the transitive property of,
We bonded over James Kennedy and Vanderpump Rules, and nothing will ever be the same,
Yeah, I don't know who that is, so I mean I know what that is, but
yeah, this is why you don't. Yeah, this is why you don't get the number one spot. Sorry about that. So I always ask my podcast guests these 2 questions, and they're kind of deep. If you could tell your younger self anything, what would you tell him?
So so like one thing. So not like the Faces song, I wish that I knew what I know now when I was younger or whatever. Not like that, where I have my brain, but I'm like 16.
Like you can like I would like tell mine to like, just like trust it all. It's going to be fine. Like, don't worry about everything so much. Like bullshit like that. Like, I don't know. Like you're wise now. What would you tell your younger self?
God.
I know I should like warn my guests I'm going to ask this so they can think about it, because this is always the reaction.
It's I like this. I like the surprise of it.
You're a Kamadian. You got this.
Yeah. What would I tell my younger self? How young?
Usually I pick 10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, because now I would want to consider. Well, I think there's other layers to this, right? So I also want to consider what would a 10-year-old be able to process? Like at what level is your abstract thought at 10 years old? Like, what is your understanding of so how do I have to also word my message that will make such a consequential impact
would you rather
on my
pick
younger self's life? I understand it well enough to put it into action.
Would 14 be better since you can understand more then?
I was an idiot then too.
You pick your younger self and you tell that self
we're gonna go 10.
Okay.
We'll go 10. What would I tell myself? I would tell myself, what would I listen to at 10? Like what would I? Because I also think that even then I'd be like, I don't know, dude, whatever.
You mean to tell me that if somebody like came down from the clouds looking like you, like aged, and told you some words of wisdom, you wouldn't be like, I should probably listen to that?
No, because I think 10-year-old me would go, ooh, not ending up like him. Definitely don't take your advice.
That can't be it.
10-year-old me would go, yikes. No, what would I tell myself? I would tell myself, I don't know. Part of me wants it to be something like important, part of me wants it to be like, getting involved in your community or like making a difference or something like that. But then also like, what a fucking shit, this poor fucking kid, like this is a stupid answer.
That's what you chose to fucking tell him?
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Like that comes to mind and I go, all right.
Follow your dreams.
Yeah, follow your, right. I would tell my younger self maybe, yeah, like don't fucking worry so much. Like don't worry about it. Like it's fine. This isn't, it's without terrifying him, your problems get worse. And this isn't. Just really, you're gonna be fine, kid. Like you're gonna be so fine. There's way more things to worry about than whatever you're worried about. And you'll worry about them in time. But for now, don't stress. Like it's not your 10-year-old dramas in your 10-year-old life and I can tell myself this at fucking 21. Like this isn't even like I don't know, 6 months ago I tell myself this.
Oh my God. And then my cheeks literally hurt from laughing for a fucking hour. If you were standing at a podium and you were talking to the entire world and you're gonna say something, what are you gonna say?
To the entire world.
Yeah, sorry, you're like on the news or something, or like everybody's there and they're just like listening, waiting. This is
Waiting.
them.
See, so my inclination is, that I wouldn't use that opportunity to, like rule the world and become like, the dictator and go, well, this is how everything should be. Because
Well,
all of my
your
beliefs,
opportunity to.
all of my beliefs are right, and I have the right ones, all of them. These are the ones that are mine are the ones that are right. So I
And
would
you should
tell
believe
people
them.
that,
Yes.
and you should believe them, and I would
Yes.
tell people that.
Yeah.
And so part of me doesn't want to be the world dictator, but then part of me goes, you know what, I'll be so benevolent, and so I have the world as a stage here, and they're gonna listen, and so
Yeah,
we're gonna be fucking nice to each other, or fucking else.
so it's a little bit of a threat.
Totally a threat. Yeah, you have to take a real hard stance, I think, at first, to like wipe out the bad, like,
Yeah.
like you can't do that. You can't be like racist or something. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna be like very, very, very strict about it.
Yeah.
And
Don't be racist or else.
Afterwards. Yeah, or else.
Yeah.
Not that.
What is the or else? Do you have a plan, or it's lingering? That's what it really is. That's where the fear lies, that we don't know what or else is.
Yeah, it's very vague.
It's like it could be really bad, or like it could just be like, I sit here and make you watch Victorious for 17 hours, which probably wouldn't be
racist,
that bad.
Stop being sexist. Stop being, bad people. I don't know. Stop fucking being hateful, or else. Like, I don't know, or else we're gonna hate you. And,
yeah, it works.
And it works. Maybe.
I like it.
I don't fucking know. What do I know?
Thank you so much for coming on my show. I was so nervous, but this was a blast.
Yeah, this was so fun. This was a really good time.
Was it awful? Did you have the worst time ever?
No.
Was it what you expected?
So. I'd say, I guess, about so. I don't know if I don't know. The dick talk, I was expecting that. I was ready for that, I think. So, dicks and the nudes and the whatever and the banging and
it is,
and stuff like that. So
it is a sex podcast, so had to throw it in there, just had to do it.
I mean, had to just,
Well, thanks for coming on. It was fun.
No, thank you. This was so fun. I'm glad this worked out.
Yes, it was great. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to see you again next Tuesday. Go out, be the best person you can be, and suck as much dick as you possibly can. Bye, y'all.